Hello, friendly people of the internet. I am Hyper Superstore, and welcome back to Remembering Avatar, where this week it's the King of Omashu. It's Bumi, Aang's friend from 100 years ago. Promoted from a punk kid who got his cheap thrills on basically their mail system, and now he's became king. Interesting. But of course, Bumi can never be that simple. He can't just say, "Hey, Hank, it's me, Bumi, from 100 years ago. I'm old now." He decides to fuck with his friend for a bit. First, Sokka and Katara go to Omashu, basically one of the biggest and grandest cities in all of the Earth Kingdom, only basically second best to Ba Sing Se. And, I like Omashu better. Aang puts on an old man disguise because he is, in fact, an old man. And then they ride on the mail system to get their fun. It's like a giant slide. And they get in trouble for it and been presented to the king of Omashu. Also, this is where Cabbage Guy gets introduced. My cabbages! Off with their head, one for each head of cabbage! And Bumi, seeing his old friend, and gives them the punishment of throw them a feast. Does this bullshit where he challenges Aang to a bunch of challenges, is where he has to think outside the box and gives hints of, "Hey, I'm Bumi. You figured it out yet?" Also endangering Katara and Sokka. I don't think he would have killed them. Because, yeah, it's basically death. Death by crystal candy. I can think of worse ways to go. Anything really that notable I could say about the episode other than Aang being an old man and being introduced to Bumi, who I think is one of the few side characters that shows up in a prominent role in each season. The only other one I could think of is Suki. Off the top of my head, yeah. No, I'm kind of drawing a blank. Most of the things I'm thinking about are Bumi being batshit crazy. Oh, right! He has to fight Bumi later on. Because he has a choice between fighting this one tough-looking guy and this other tough-looking guy and the old man right in front of him. And the old man's actually a bender and probably one of the most powerful around. Wouldn't say Aang wins that fight. I think Bumi comes out on top for the most part. But still kind of fun. But I think that's all I got for the time being. Without any further ado, let's get right into the episode and see what I missed. Okay, so just got done with the episode. What are some things I didn't bring up about King Omashu previously? I think this is the first mention of the Fire Lord's name, which is Ozai. Interesting, very interesting. Only took to episode 5, but Ozai is not being done built up. I wish that we've never seen his face yet. Yeah, he also get the thing that Bumi is fucking batshit crazy. And he's putting Aang through all these difficult challenges to try to prepare him for, the shit he's gonna have to deal with. He could have also just taught him some earth-bending skills, but, what can you do? Yeah, he's old. Like I said in Legend of Korra, sometimes you just gotta leave it to the kids. Yeah, Bumi's absolutely crazy, and he's putting Aang and his friends through this because he puts crystals on them that grow. They're also rock candies, so Sokka literally could have eaten the problem away. Whatever. What else? because the world's changed a lot in the 100 years that Aang's been gone. 100 goddamn years is a long time to be gone. The fact that Bumi is still alive is incredible. If him and Aang are the same age, then Bumi is 112. God damn. Also, like I said before, this is the first episode with Cabbage Man. He shows up 3 times in this episode. Once in the beginning, the delivery was kind of off. Once in the middle, before they meet Bumi, my cabbages! You'll pay for this! Destruction of cabbage. Off with their heads, 1 for each head of cabbage. And once at the very end, when Aang figures out that the king is his friend Bumi. And then they go on the slide together. Bumi's the king. They can get away with it. Where they destroy the cabbages again, and that's where the episode ends off. My cabbages! Cut. Perfect ending. This episode is in the middle. Of course I love the fact because Bumi's in it, and Bumi's fucking batshit crazy. Wait, why'd you do all this shit instead of just telling Aang that you were his old friend? Because messing with people is fun. I swear to God, Bumi's like a sociopath in some respects. That and he's, again, trying to prepare Aang for what's to come. But anything else I can really say? The statement that Bumi said, I am the most powerful earthbender you'll ever meet. Put a pin in that for a long while. Put a pin in it. Anything else? Oh yeah. Omashu has a king. We are in the Earth Kingdom. And Bumi is not the king of the Earth Kingdom, he's the king of Omashu. What? How does this government work? I get it, the Earth Kingdom is fucking big. I think it's like the biggest country in this world. Because the air nomads only really had these certain set locations that weren't very big because they're nomads, they just travel. And the southern and northern water tribe are separated and they're only on the north and south. You got some smatterings of swamp benders there, here and there, but they're irrelevant, kind of. The water tribes are just stuck on either end of the world. Well, then maybe they're the third biggest nation. And then the Fire Nation's basically just Japan. A whole bunch of islands. And so the Earth Kingdom is basically the rest of the continent. I'd have to look at like a map again to see, like, this is where this is where that is, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, the use of Chekhov's gun for Bumi, it's just like, my friend Bumi used to be here, and then show Bumi. And then show the king, and then realizing, oh, it's Bumi. It must be so nice for Aang to see an old friend. Because for all we know, that is the one person that has survived the past 100 years. And, motherfucker, I would not want to let go of that. Anything else I can really say? They also try to hide Aang at the beginning of the episode. It's just like, yeah, if they figure out the Avatar's here, bad things might happen. We might draw too much attention to ourselves. Aang's first disguise does not go well. I mean, he pulled it off, but he couldn't keep the cover for very long. Oops. I think that's it. King of Omashu. Not a bad episode, but I wouldn't call it one of the greats either. Perfectly good middle of the road to slightly above average. But what did you guys think of this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. and subscribe for more thinking outside the box. And hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time, the Hyper Super Sora. Sayonara.